In this lecture, we'll discuss the classification of system. Already we discussed in the previous lectures what do you mean by linear system and time invariant system. Now we'll discuss the basic concepts of stability, or how we can check whether the given system is stable or not. Basically, we are checking the BIBOS stability here, bounded input, bounded output. We will discuss that, and we'll also discuss some problems related to the stability. And coming to the definition part, a system is said to be stable, or very specifically, in this particular context, we will discuss the BIBOS stability. BIBOS stability means the bounded input and bounded output. And a system is said to be bounded input and bounded output stable if and only if every bounded input, okay? So every bounded input, the results in a bounded output. Means, in mathematical terms, I can explain. For example, this is a system. It can be a continuous time or discrete time system. Let it be continuous time system, and the input is x of t, and the corresponding output is y of t. And from this particular definition, if the system is BIBOS stable, means if the system is BIBOS stable, here you can see the condition. So that is the input x of t. Okay, here you can see the input x of t. So this is the input signal x of t. This x of t is a bounded signal. Bounded means the magnitude of the signal is a finite value for all t. For example, I can consider assume that this is a sinusoidal waveform. X of t is a sinusoidal waveform. If you observe this particular waveform, this waveform is bounded between two maxima minima. Okay. For example, I can say this is the maximum value of this sinusoidal signal, and this is the minimum value of the sinusoidal signal, and this is your x of t. And this is a definition: bounded input. Okay. When you say the signal is bounded, means the signal amplitude is between two values. Okay, and this condition is valid for all t. Okay, for minus t and plus t, for t is equal to infinity and t is equal to minus infinity. All values of t, the function magnitude is a finite value. That's why it's mentioned as modulus of x of t is less than or equal to mx. Mx means say any finite positive number, and is less than infinity, indicating that this particular mx value is bounded. Okay, bounded, or we can call it as a finite number. It can be a high value, but it is always less than one, less than infinity. And if you apply a input, bounded input, and we are getting some output, and assume that we are getting some output which is an amplified version of the signal. Okay, but again, I can say that in this particular example, assume that this is one case where the amplitude values are again between two limits, plus my and minus my. See, my can be higher than mx, but it is always less than infinity. If my is less than infinity and mx is also less than infinity. So this is a mathematical statement. That is a modulus of x of t. That's the amplitude of the signal or magnitude of the signal is less than or equal to mx, where mx is the finite positive number, means which is less than infinity. And similarly, there is another constant, that is my, which is less than infinity, means the output value is also finite quantity. So this my is also a finite quantity, or we can call it as a bounded value. If it satisfies this condition, then we can call it as the system is BIBOS stable. But there is again one point that you should remember. If you apply an unbounded input, okay, definitely the output can go to an unbounded state. So we will not consider that such cases. We will always think that the input is bounded. We will limit, we will apply a small input, and for that particular small input, what will be the output? this is one case. I'll draw another possibility. This is case one. I can say there is another possibility. That is, if you are applying this particular input, that is a bounded input between two values mx and minus mx, but you are getting an output something like this. Initially, the value is low, but later it increasing. It's a growing sinusoidal waveform. Okay, if it moves like this, when t tending to infinity, the amplitude reaches infinity. So we cannot say that here the my is less than infinity. So my is tending to infinity. So for a bounded input, we are getting an unbounded output in this particular case. So here we can say that this is an unbounded output. It's growing like this. Okay. Similarly, this another possibility I can draw. Initially, the amplitude is high, and later this amplitude decreasing and finally reaches to zero. This is also possible. Assume that from t is equal to 0 onwards, initially the amplitude is high. Okay, this is the maximum value. After some time, or when t is tending to infinity, the signal value reaches 0. Okay, from 0 onwards. This is also we can consider as a bounded input. Bounded output. Okay, this is also bounded output. But if you go in this particular direction, negative side, again there is an unbounded state. So we can consider another possibility that for the positive value, the signal amplitude is low, but when it goes to minus infinity, when t is tending to, this is t tending to positive infinity, when here t is tending to minus infinity. When t is tending to minus infinity, this particular waveform amplitude goes to infinity. Again, this is an unbounded state. Okay, when t is tending to minus infinity, the system is going to signal amplitude is going to infinity. Again, this is an unbounded output, so we cannot say that this is a BBOS stable. So here the first case is BBOS stable. This is BBO stable, and this is unstable. Here, if the signal starts from 0 onwards, we can say that signal is stable. But in the last case, towards negative, if you are getting some output like this, then we can call it as the system is again unstable. So we consider different cases. Similarly, we can check the stability property of the different systems. Okay. From this particular example, you can see that the output of a system does not diverge. If the input does not diverge, we can call it as a system as BBOS stable. Okay. So we need to apply a small input which is less than infinity, and we need to verify what will be the output. If the output is again less than infinity, we can conclude that the system is BBOS stable. That is, for a bounded input, we are getting a bounded out. Then the system is stable. Okay, this is a stability condition. Now we can do some problems. So here you can see the definition, and we'll do some problems. Here a system has the input output relationship given by y of t is equal to x square of t. Determine whether the system is BBOS stable or not. Okay, let's assume that the modulus of x of t, the input is less than or equal to mx, where mx is less than infinity. Only thing that x of t is, assume that x of t is bounded. Okay, so bounded. Now the maximum value of x of t is mx. Now we can find out, or if you rewrite this particular equation, modulus of x of t is less than or equal to mx, means you need to consider two cases. That is, for minus x of t, it's less than or equal to mx, and for x of t is less than or equal to mx. That's the meaning. If you write modulus of x of t, means You need to consider both the cases. And if you rewrite this, if you multiply with a minus, it becomes minus mx. So we can write greater than or equal to, and x of t is less than or equal to mx. If you change the notation, if you combine this statement, x of t is greater than mx, minus mx, and less than mx. So you can write like this: mx is or x of t is between minus mx and mx. So that's the meaning. So this single statement I can expand like this, and now we can substitute the values here, because mx, the minimum value of input is minus mx. If you substitute this particular value in this particular expression, x of t, it's minus mx the whole square. Okay, so it's again, if mx is a finite quantity, then it's always less than infinity, because mx is already less than infinity. And we can try the another value. The first case we'll try, let x of t is tending to minus mx. Now you can try x of t is tending to mx. Then if you calculate y of t, it becomes mx whole square. If mx is finite quantity, is always less than infinity, means we can call it as a bounded. Here also it's a bounded one, or you can call it as a finite also. It's a finite value. For example, if this mx value is minus 2, for example, this is minus 2 and 2, if you substitute here, it becomes minus 2 the whole square, okay, which is equal to 4. Here also it is 2 square, which is equal to 4. So you are getting a value which is less than infinity. Okay, don't write less than or equal to, it's always less than infinity. Then we can call it as system is bounded. And the condition is satisfied here. For a bounded input, we are getting a bounded output, because the maximum value is also between mx square and mx square. So y of t is less than or equal to mx square, which is less than infinity. So we can conclude that the system is Bibo stable. Okay, now we'll try another problem. Here, in this particular question, uh, the system is described by y of t is equal to t into x of t. Here, y of t is given by uh, t into x of t. And assume that the x of t, modulus of x of t is less than mx or less than infinity as a finite quantity. Assume that it's a finite quantity, then definitely you can write between x of t is between minus mx and plus mx. And if you substitute this particular value in this equation, y of t, assume that let x of t is equal to mx, it's a finite quantity, y of t becomes t into m of x. And in this particular equation, the maximum value of x of t is mx, but if we calculate t, for example, t is equal to 1, t is equal to 1, you can see that it's y of 1 becomes 1 into m of x. And similarly for it, t is equal to 2, it becomes y of 2. Y of 2 is equal to 2 into m of x. It's also finite. But when t is tending to infinity, at time t is equal to infinity, if you observe this particular waveform, it becomes y of infinity. We need to find out the value at infinity. It becomes infinity into mx. Mx is finite, but at y of infinity, the signal amplitude goes to infinity. So this y of t is tending to infinity when t tending to infinity. So we can conclude that this is an unbounded output. Here you can see that input is bounded. There is a small value, let it be 2. But when t tending to infinity, the signal amplitude, system output goes to infinity. when t is tending to infinity. So system is not stable. We can say system is not stable one. Now we'll discuss another question. Here y of t is given by the expression x of t into cos t. Okay, we need to check the stability of the system, and here y of t is given by x of t into cos t. We need to check whether the system is Bibot stable or not. For that, we'll assume that x of t, that's the input signal, is a bounded signal. So mathematically, we can write like this. Means this input signal is a finite quantity, and the maximum value of the x of t is mx. Or you can write in another way. This is between mx minus mx and plus mx. So maximum value of x of t is mx and minimum value is minus mx. And now we can substitute in this particular case. We need to find out what will be y of t. Okay, assume that x of t is mx. That's the maximum value of x of t. At that time, y of t becomes mx into cos t. Okay. Now we need to check what will be the value of y of t for different values of t, because we need to satisfy this particular condition for all t, all values of t. And if you substitute t is equal to 0, it becomes y of 0. At t is equal to 0, the equation becomes mx into cos 0. And it's again a finite quantity. When t is equal to 1, y of 0 is equal to mx into cos 1. Similarly, if you try the cos t signal, so if you observe the cos t signal, so this is a waveform, cos t waveform, or a sinusoidal waveform. If you observe this particular cos t waveform, the maximum and minimum value of the cos t is between +1 and -1. When t is equal to infinity or t is equal to minus infinity, the maximum and minimum value is between +1 and -1. So you will get y of t, y of t can be plus or minus mx. The maximum value is plus mx and minimum is minus mx. Or we can call it as this is a finite quantity. Y of t is a finite quantity, and which is less than infinity, or we can call it as a bounded output for mx and minus mx. And we can conclude that the system is Bibot stable, because for a bounded input, we are getting output as a bounded thing. So it's a Bibot stable system. Now we'll consider another question. Y of t is equal to e raised to x of t. Here also we can assume that we need to check the Bibot stability. Assume that the input signal x of t is bounded between the value mx and mx. Okay. Or we can write in another way, modulus of x of t as a finite quantity, or we can call it as a bounded one. And the maximum value of x of t is mx. For this particular value, we can find out y of t. Y of t is simply e raised to m of x. And you can see that if m of x is a finite quantity, e raised to m of x is also a finite quantity. For example, if m of x is 2, it becomes e square. If m of x is 5, it becomes e raised to 5. And if m of x is a finite quantity, definitely the y of t, even for y of 0, y of x, or y of infinity, the signal magnitude is less than infinity, provided this mx is finite. Already mentioned that mx is less than infinity. It's a finite quantity. So definitely e raised to m of x is less than infinity. And the output is also bounded. or we can call it a finite. Similarly, for x of t is equal to minus mx, you will get y of t is equal to e raised to minus mx. Again, it's less than infinity. For example, if m of x is equal to 10, the maximum value will be e raised to 10 and minimum value will be e raised to minus 10. And simply y of t. Okay. So for all values of t, the amplitude will be something similar to this e raised to 10 or e raised to a constant. So there is no importance for t. So we can conclude that the value will be finite for all t and the system is Bibo stable. Now we can consider another question, y of t is equal to cos t. If you compare with the previous question, we already discussed another question, y of t is equal to x of t into cos t. So these two questions are different. Here input part is given within the angle. Okay. So we already discussed this particular question. Now we'll discuss y of t is equal to cos x of t. Again, we can assume that the modulus of x of t is less than or equal to mx. That's a maximum value. It's a finite positive number, so which is less than infinity. Or you can write like this: mx is less than, or x of t is between minus mx and mx. And in this particular expression, you can substitute x of t. So we can write y of t becomes cos mx, or another case y of t is equal to cos minus mx. So cos of some value. If mx is finite or if mx is any value, the cosine waveform will be like this. Okay. For this cosine waveform, the maximum amplitude will be +1 and minimum amplitude is -1. So we can conclude that y of t is also a finite quantity, or we can call it as a bounded output. So system is stable, or we can call it as a Bibo stable system. Okay. Bounded input, bounded output. This is another question. Y of t is equal to x of t minus 2. It's a delay signal, and again you can assume that x of t uh, is bounded signal which is less than or equal to mx or less than infinity. So we will assume that x of t is a bounded, x of t is a bounded signal or a finite signal, means the amplitude of the signal x of t is maximum value at mx and minimum value at minus mx. Okay. The signal amplitude is varying, but it is between these two values. Okay. For any value of t. So the maximum value is mx and minimum value is minus mx. Now, if you are shifting this particular signal, that is y of t, it's simply the shifted version of x of t, x of t minus 2. And if you shift this particular signal, its amplitude will not change. For example, if there is a signal whose amplitude is 5 x of t, and assume that we are shifting the signal, that is x of t minus 2, means the signal is shifted in time axis, so it becomes 2 to 3, but the signal amplitude will be c. So the shifting operation will not change the maximum amplitude of the signal. So we can conclude that the maximum value of y of t is also between the limit plus or minus mx. So we can conclude that it's less than infinity, or the output is bounded, or we can call it as a finite quantity. So system is stable, or we can call it as a Bibo stable. Okay. This is another question. y of n is a discrete time system, you can apply the same property here, same concept here. X of n is given by, sorry, y of n is given by x of 2n. Okay. It's a scaling operation performed in independent variable. Again, you can assume that the x of n value is limited between the limit plus mx and minus mx, and it's also finite quantity, not infinity. It's always less than infinity. Here you can see it's less than or equal. Here it is less than infinity. So for this particular case, again, if you consider any signal 0, 1, for example, it's -2, -1, 1, 2. The signal amplitude, let's assume that this is a signal x of n, and whose amplitude is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And if you perform x of 2n, you will get the compressed version of the signal. That is, at n is equal to -1, you will get 2, at 0 you will get 2, and 1 you will get 2. Okay, at -2 you will get 0. Okay, so if you observe these two waveform, you can see that the signal maximum amplitude will be same. So for the signal y of n is also between the limit -mx and plus mx, or you can call it as less than infinity, or it's a finite quantity. So the scaling operation will not change the maximum value. Okay, so that's the point. The scaling operation is performed independent variable. So there is no change for the signal amplitude. So we can conclude that the system is Bibot stable.